So everybody wants that signature makeup look. When we do the face, we got that one particular look that we know we can just go to all the time and it's gonna look good. That's what I want to talk about today. I just have 5 quick little tips that are going to help you master doing your signature everyday makeup look. Let me go ahead and prime my face while we are discussing this number 1 tip. Number 1 tip, y'all, is the brows. Do anybody else agree with me when I say that the brows can make or break your whole entire makeup look? Y'all know y'all agree. Don't play like I'm out here just crazy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So makeup is no different from anything else that you would learn, right? When you learn something new, you're probably going to replicate whoever is teaching you. You're going to kind of copy that style for a while until you can find your own. When you get online, like for me, for instance, when I started learning makeup, I would, watch the influencers that I was watching and I was replicating their style on how they applied their makeup because again, I was in the learning process. Well, now that I'm in the learning process, baby, there is a lot of stuff that I do not do that other influencers do. I have learned my own personal style and that's what I want you to take away from this video. So with the brows, as y'all can see, I have thicker brows, okay? And if you have been here, then you already know. I say that a lot. I have thicker, fuller brows. So is there any need for me to go back and sculpt out my brows from front to back with this heavy dark line? Like, no, that's me personally though. If you like that, then kudos to you, baby. It is your face and you can do whatever you want. That is the whole thing about makeup. Makeup is art and everybody's artwork is going to be approached differently. By just simply putting the concealer directly onto a smaller angled brush, I am controlling the amount of concealer that I'm putting on. So literally, y'all saw I just did a little bit of a dab on there. And there is already a generous amount of concealer coming off. So if you want to go in a little bit thicker with the concealer, do that. If you want to sculpt it out, do that. But what I want you guys to remember again is however you decide to approach your makeup, that is your personal choice. So brows set off the face and everybody's brows are different. So just choose whatever brow style, brow. Now how brown, gal? So pick whatever brow style you like and whatever fits your personal style, your everyday look, because again, and we're gonna get into some of this in a little bit, somebody's style may be a little bit soft glam, somebody else's everyday style might be a little bit full glam. So it just depends on how you balance out your overall face. All right, so as you can see, my eyes are prepped and ready to go because tip number 2 is to figure out whether you are a eyeshadow girl or a bronzer girl for your everyday signature makeup look. So I am a brown skinned woman, clearly. My everyday makeup look, baby, I'm not wearing pinks, purples, freaking blues, glitters. I'm not doing that on a regular everyday basis. I tend to just strictly stay inside the neutral brown makeup type look. Typically I will go with a bronzer, but I just want to show you a couple of examples of colors that would complement your skin tone if you are brown skin. And honestly, bronzer works really good on every kind of skin tone. So that just further goes to show that if you stay in the neutral family, the browns, light browns, dark browns, that is going to complement your skin nicely, especially for an everyday makeup look. So I have 2 palettes here. One is my Juvias Place and one is a Fenty palette. So as you can see, both of these palettes are very neutral, okay? If I do any kind of color at all, it's going to be in this like burnt orange, reddish type color. Like, let me see if you can see that better. So you've got the burnt orange, on this side, wrong side. Burnt orange on this side. Oh, I'm a little ashy, don't pay no attention to that. And this like darker burgundy color. I know it's hard to see on camera, but it's like a darker burgundy color. So those are 2 colors that I know are going to complement my skin tone nicely with just giving that very subtle look, but not looking like overly crazy. Okay, so I'm going to take this. I'm just using one brush. I'm not doing a whole lot of extra, like none of that. I'm just going to dip into that red and then dip into that orange. I'm going to pat that on this back half of my lid. I'm going to extend that up just a little bit and just begin to blend it out. Next step is going to be to spot conceal or to use a layer of foundation. So again, this is personal preference, okay? It's personal preference. If you like to just spot conceal like some of your darker spots, maybe up under your eye, put a little bronzer and some blush on and you out the door, it's a cute look. It is a super cute look. So don't think that just because you don't do a full face of makeup that your makeup is not just as pretty. Like, it is definitely still pretty. It's definitely still fitting you and your personal style. So that's what you have to think about when you are doing your makeup. For me, I like to use a soft, light layer, not soft, Lord have mercy. I like to use a light layer of foundation. And when I use my foundation, I am typically going in with a pump or a pump and a half. Like, literally, that is all I'm using. Can y'all see that? That's about as much foundation as I'm going to use. If I need to put a little bit more, I will. But for the light layer of foundation, I'm just going to take what I put on my hand and just begin to dab that all over my face. I feel like if you go in with a light layer of foundation, it really just does nothing but smooth out the skin. It's not going to give you like extreme coverage, because clearly that's not what it's meant to do. Like, if you're putting a light layer on there, that's exactly what you want it for. It's just a light layer to, again, kind of just smooth out the skin tone. And as you can see, like I said, I didn't even put that, I didn't put a lot, but that one little pump is doing more than enough, okay? Sorry, I went like this because there's a gnat flying in my damn face. I feel like too, if you have pretty skin, you don't want to cover up all that beautiful skin with a whole lot of makeup. So, I mean, again, personal choice. And y'all probably gonna hear me say that about 30 more times on this video. I'm just saying, it's personal choice. When I started learning how to do makeup, watching some of the, some of my favorite influencers, I started off doing my makeup like them, but then as I slowly began to really understand like each step of the makeup process and how everything turns out at the end, I'm like, okay, let me start changing this up so that I can fit my own personal style. And then I kind of came up with this signature look for my own self. So again, you can pick spot concealing, or you can pick that light layer of foundation or skin tint, whatever your choice is. But once you kind of know and you get a feel of what your personal style is, you'll quickly begin to be like, on those days that you're doing your makeup, like, oh, that's the look I'm going for. That's what I want. And I don't need to really think too much about it. So tip number 4 is whether we are going sculpted or whether we are going minimalist. So if you are more of a minimalist style kind of person, you're not going to do any sculpting. You might still throw on a little layer of bronzer just to warm the face back up, put a little blush, and that's it. And again, that look is super cute by itself. I like to do sculpting when I'm doing my everyday makeup look. I feel like for me and the way that my face is, I just prefer to have a little bit of sculpting. I could do this with bronzer, but today I am going to do this with concealer. So I'm just going to show you the areas that I place my darker concealer so that I can sculpt a little bit. So I'm doing both sides of my cheek and my upper area. Not too much because I don't want it to be like super dark. Like, I'm not trying to look like I'm performing on stage in front of thousands and thousands of people. Like, we don't need all that. I just want a little bit of sculpting just to kind of really bring out my cheeks. Like, I have really high cheekbones, so that's part of the reason why I do it, because when I sculpt, it just really makes my cheeks like stand out even more. One thing too, I know like when I first started doing my makeup, I was like, ugh, I feel like sculpting takes so long. It just, speed comes with time, okay? So if you're like starting off with makeup and you feel like you can't get that sculpt real nicely, just give it time, because honestly, it used to take me a while to sculpt out my face, but after time and like just knowing what you're doing when you're getting in there doing your makeup, it all comes. Like, that speed will come over time. So as far as my basic look, this is it. The only thing I'm missing is my mascara or eyelashes. So that's another thing that you want to kind of flip-flop between. Me personally, I can't wear eyelashes every single day because my eyes sometimes tend to break out depending on the glue. So some days I wear mascara, some days I wear eyelashes, but just keep in mind too, when you put on a pair of lashes, like, it could take this look, like a very basic, simple look, to like a glam look just because of the volume of the lashes. So that's something to keep in mind as well. But for today, like I said, I am going to go ahead and throw on some lashes. And then for lips, either you're a gloss girl or you're a lipstick girl or you're both. Me, I am both, depending on the day. If I know that I have a lot of errands to run, I'm going to go for a gloss, because who has time to be like constantly looking in the mirror fixing lipstick? is not I. So this is how the makeup look turned out. Again, I just did a very basic lash, no winged out eyeliner or anything like that. Just pop some lashes on, and then I went ahead and put on some lipstick, which actually, you know, came out kind of cute. But like I said, I did not have to do either of these. I could have put on some mascara, put on a gloss, and it still would have been just as cute. So just realize, like I said, that if you put on a pair of lashes, it can dramatically change the look. So I could wear this as every day. I could wear this at night. I could wear this for any kind of event or, you know, brunch, lunch, dinner, whatever the case. So that is it on my 5 tips that helped me create my signature look. I hope that you found something useful in this video to help you create your own signature look. Tell me what you guys think. Don't forget to drop in the comment section below. Oh my God. Y'all ever feel a spit bubble come up and it kind of like choke you in the middle of talking? Anyway, I really hope that you guys found something useful from this tutorial. Again, don't forget to comment down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me how I did. Tell me if this is a look that you would wear on your everyday basis, or if you would take something off, maybe the lashes, maybe the lipstick. Drop in the comment section below. But I will go ahead and leave you guys there with that. If you've been here before, then maybe you already know what I'm about to say. But if not, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below, baby. And also make sure that you are hitting that notification bell as well, so you can see when the videos are going up on my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, bye.